And welcome back to Take Action News with David Shuster, this Memorial Day weekend show. Folks, we just spoke with you about the horrible tragedy in Bangladesh, the factory collapse at Rana Plaza that killed 1,100 people, making it the largest factory collapse in the history of the world, as we know it at least. But there was other labor unrest here in the United States, and while the circumstances may not have been quite as grave, there are very important issues at stake. The livelihoods of some more than 2 million workers who are indirectly employed by the federal government. And that is that a new report by Demos, a progressive think tank, found that the federal government is the largest low-wage employer in the entire country through its indirect federal contractors and through vendors that are allowed to hire people in federally owned buildings like the Smithsonian Museums, Union Station, the Reagan Federal Office Building. The federal government employs more than 2 million people that work for low-wage jobs, which are considered jobs that pay less than $12 an hour. In many of those cases, they're believed to be direct actual violations of the law, such that people are being paid less than minimum wage. Those are often people that are undocumented workers who are afraid to speak up about the violations of the law that they're experiencing and essentially the wage theft that they are experiencing. Well, this week, a coalition of different labor unions and other activist organizations across the country decided that enough was enough. Coordinating the release of this report with the think tank Demos, a new coalition group called Good Jobs Nation arose to mobilize a group of these workers to go on strike for an all-day action, bringing attention to their efforts. Good Job Nation was organized by Change to Win, which is the labor federation led by the Service Employees International Union, which represents many low-wage workers such as janitors and healthcare professionals. And it was also it was a break-off from the American Federation of Labor and the Congress of Industrial Organizations, AFL-CIO, that also includes the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, representing many truckers and other kinds of blue-collar workers, and the United Food and Commercial Workers, which represents many people that work in grocery stores and other retail capacities.